If your cruise stops in Hakodate during cherry blossom season, one of the most famous places to see the blossoms is Goryokaku Park, a historic star-shaped fort surrounded by thousands of cherry trees. In this video, I'll show you exactly what it's like to visit Hakodate as a cruise passenger during Sakura season, including the views from the Goryokaku Tower, walking through the park during peak bloom, and exploring the Hakodate Bay Area waterfront and fish market afterward. It's ice cream. It just tastes like ice milk. There isn't really a flavor, but it's a psychological thing. Because if it's really squid ink, what is it? Maybe that's some kind of a benefit? I don't know. It doesn't really have a flavor to it. It tastes good. Hi, I'm Bonnie from Bon Voyage Cruise and Travel, and after more than 55 cruises and over 78 countries visited, I really do enjoy showing cruise travelers how to confidently explore destinations on their own. So the weather, it's sunny, yay, no rain. Oh, it is cold. Yes, it's probably 40s. It's around 6:30 in the morning. It gets light here at 4:30 a.m. Hakodate turned out to be one of the most beautiful cherry blossom stops on our northern Japan cruise, and today I'll show you whether or not this port is easy to explore independently or better with an excursion. When our cruise ship arrived in Hakodate, we docked at an industrial-style pier, which means you don't step directly into a cute downtown area. The main attractions are a few miles away, so transportation planning does matter. Some travelers took taxis or trams, while others chose a shore excursion to reach the main sites more efficiently.
And then the main industry is the fish industry and tourism.
For my visit, I joined a Hakodate urban exploration tour from the Royal Caribbean Shore Excursion Desk, and this included transportation to several of the key locations around the city. This can be really helpful in northern Japan, where English is somewhat limited, especially if you want to maximize your time in port. One of the most famous cherry blossom locations in Hakodate is the Goryokaku Park. This historic site is unique because the park is built around a star-shaped fortress, surrounded by a moat and filled with cherry blossom trees. During peak bloom, the park becomes one of the most popular places in the city to enjoy the blossoms. Even with many visitors, the atmosphere still feels relaxed and peaceful. But to truly appreciate the design of this historic fort, you really need to see it from above. So this observatory, it's way up and you can see the star-shaped formations of the cherry blossoms. There's 1,500 trees. It's one of the most iconic views in Japan during Sakura season. The observation deck allows you to walk around the entire perimeter, giving you panoramic views of both the park and the surrounding city. So apparently people come from all over this region to see this at this time of the year. So they're giving us 2 hours here. I can see why, because then we can walk the park, see everything up close. But this has been really beautiful. My goodness, I didn't expect this. Something. So you're getting free samples here. Cherry blossoms, it's like cookies. After visiting the tower, you can walk directly into the park itself. We were given about an hour to explore. It's the Golden Festival right now, and apparently it's like when everything blooms all around and all these people celebrate with different festivals. The local people are coming here as well. Inside the park, there are wide walking paths, open lawns, and small hills where people gather to relax beneath the blossoms. Look at this cool bridge. Wow. Almost looks like it's wisteria maybe. Cherry blossom trees line many of the pathways, creating long rows of soft pink flowers everywhere. Some visitors were renting traditional clothing for photos and take pictures in the cherry blossoms like this. So pretty and beautiful. While families were enjoying picnics on the grass. In a few areas I wandered into quieter sections where the blossoms stretched endlessly down the paths, creating some of the most peaceful moments of the day. Because the blooms only last a short time, there is a special appreciation for the moment, watching the petals fall gently through the air. At one point, there was even a television crew filming in the park, which added to the lively festival atmosphere. Wow. Orchards and orchards of these. So lucky to get this. Everybody's taking pictures of the beautiful trees. It's just gorgeous. Cherry blossom season in Japan is more than just a beautiful time of year. Sakura season is the annual fleeting and highly anticipated springtime blooming of Japanese cherry blossoms, generally occurring between late March and early April. Cherry blossom season in Japan is really more than just a beautiful time of the year. It's also the tradition of gathering beneath the blossoms, and it's called Hanami, which literally means flower viewing. Families and friends come together under the trees to celebrate spring, often sharing food, laughter, and simply enjoying the short-lived beauty of the blossom. This is gorgeous. For centuries, people in Japan have celebrated this brief moment every year, appreciating the blossoms before the petals drift gently to the ground. It's beautiful. I think I could dedicate a whole video to just the cherry blossoms themselves. Man, it's just, if you like flowers, this is just, I feel so fortunate to have been here at the right time. I mean, the timing is everything. And just to note, cherry blossom blooms are later in Hakodate since it is located in northern Japan. Another interesting stop in Hakodate is the Hakodate Morning Market. And Hakodate's Morning Market had one experience that I definitely wasn't expecting. So it's funny, I have squid ink ice cream and a green tea, and they said I can sit here to eat. And then, like I said, over here is where you do fishing for squid. Eating this, so they catch it, and it's still alive when they're eating it. God. And then, so he's eating it because she couldn't handle it flapping around. Now I want to see you eat it. Oh my God. It's good? From getting to the end and then everything in between, I don't like seeing the eyes on it and all that kind of stuff. It just bothers me. And maybe it's just cultural, but it's funny. Here you don't walk around and eat, you have to sit down. And so everybody's eating all kinds of different things. And they kind of just join the tables, everyone's kind of hangs out. One thing that quickly stands out here is how important squid, or aika, is to the local cuisine. And even if you don't try the seafood yourself, the market is fascinating to walk through and see the variety of local foods on display. Many stalls sell fresh seafood and regional specialties, and some visitors even try dishes that are quite unusual.
Big here in this town. It's got all kinds of fruit. This is a gigantic food market. It's another one. Takeaway, okay. Like I say, this is the big thing about squid here. Everybody's so pleasant here. Lots of so this town is primarily a fishing town, so that makes sense that they would have all this type of food here. Great experience. I like tours that give you this kind of freedom, that you can really check out the things. Like yesterday's tour was 30 minutes here, 40 minutes here. This is much better. You can really kind of look around. As long as you feel comfortable walking around and not getting lost, or you can remember things, this is the kind of tour I like. So I would give this one a thumbs up. It's good.
We continue to the Hakodate Bay Area waterfront.
Good hill here. I love it. People are so nice here. I feel like the younger generation is super friendly. I mean, I think everybody is, but you know, sometimes you're intimidated, like you don't know if they like the photos or what, but people don't have a problem with that here. And you push that, you pull that?
Oh, okay.
You do? So you put it? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Thank you. That's a lot of work.
One of the main landmarks here is the Kanemori red brick warehouses, a historic cluster of buildings along the harbor that have been converted into shops, restaurants, and small cafes. We were given an hour here to explore on our own.
So, I know Olivia would like this. And you have to eat it at the bar. It's here. So. Oh, it's a beer place. All kinds of stuff for sale.
The area is very walkable and makes a nice place to stroll along the water. Enjoy the views of the harbor. It was a great place to do shopping and just to browse.
This was a good tour because I got to see so many different parts of this area. I know there's an onsen you can go to that's, you know, hot springs, mineral hot springs, and I know some people are doing that. And that's supposed to be a little bit further out, but I'm happy with what I did today. It was really, really nice.
Compared with larger cities in Japan, Hakodate felt quieter and more relaxed, which made exploring the waterfront especially pleasant. For cruise passengers wondering whether Hakodate is easy to visit independently, the answer is yes, with a little planning. A simple do-it-yourself plan might go something like this. Take a taxi or a tram to the Goryokaku Park and the Goryokaku Tower. Spend time walking through the cherry blossoms in the park, and then head to the Hakodate Bay Area and red brick warehouses for waterfront views, shops, and food. Taxi rides are typically around $12 to $14 each way. Tower admission is roughly $7 to $8 per person, and the waterfront area itself is free to explore. If you prefer something more structured, a shore excursion can make the logistics easier and ensure you reach the main bloom locations during your limited time in port, but it's up to you. What surprised me the most about Hakodate was how peaceful and relaxed the city felt compared with some of the large destinations in Japan. Northern Japan often receives fewer international visitors, which made the experience feel a little more local and authentic. Seeing the cherry blossoms in northern Japan was one of the highlights of this cruise. Because the bloom period is so short, it makes these destinations feel especially memorable. If you ever have the opportunity to visit Hakodate during Sakura season, it is a beautiful combination of history, nature, and local culture, and definitely one of the most unique cruise ports in Japan. It has been my pleasure showing you Hakodate and all that it has to offer. If you have found this helpful, informative, or learned something, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for future cruise tips and travel information. Thank you again for watching. Happy cruising, and until next time.